You want to play chorus again. And what's the first note that you're playing in chorus? You call it a D or a 3 on the A string? D. D. Okay. So you know what the third finger on the D string is?
G.
G. What's the third finger on the G string, Jude?
C.
Yeah, but you should say C right away and not figure it out. G, A, B, C. Okay? All right. What's the third finger on the E string? Yeah. It's an easy way to think about this. Remember what I told you a couple days ago? You just think about that A string. And it tells you it's an A. Alright? Whatever string is next to where the finger is. So, what's the third finger on the D string, David? G. Just think about what that string is next to it. Okay? That's an easy way to do it if you have to think about it. Alright. Did you tell your mom about your violin and your neck, by the way?
No.
Okay. Well, you got, yeah. We worked on that a little bit after the small group was over. Okay. So turn around so you're facing me. And you're still at Blue Lake? Okay. Are you really at Blue Lake or are you in space?
Blue Lake.
Oh, but it says Space Princess.
My dad wanted to see the show.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that you were in space.
We all have space on.
Oh, do you have your own space?
Sure.
Are you renting this part of the floor? Okay, it's paid for the month? Okay, good.
For 2 weeks.
Go ahead, for the week, right? Together a little bit, okay? Put your violin a little bit more on your shoulder. There you go. And as Alicia, did you notice what she did when she put her violin on her shoulder?
No.
Her head all of a sudden got higher. Okay? Sometimes what happens when you play the violin, so the violin is down here, you want to look down. And what you need to do is think about looking up a little bit. That helps you hold your violin better. And it also helps you be more relaxed in your upper back. Alright, sometimes, did that tickle? Sorry. So anyway, sometimes if you can think about your spine being like a string, and you're pulling the string like this, so it's a straight string, that would be good. Alright? Now, let's just work on the first 3 or 4 notes of chorus, and then you can show me what your left arm is doing. Alright? So, play the first piece, play the first note in chorus. Okay, good. Now play your open D string for me. Good. Now play your third finger on the A string, the D. Good. Now do this. Okay, now Alicia's watching your head. And she's making sure it's nice and straight. Okay? Alright, so if you hear her grunt, you'll know that your head's gone down. Alright? So do this for me. Set, go. Now bring your bow a little bit closer to the bridge. Set, go. Good, now do this. wonderful teacher here. Jerry hasn't been here for a while, but she's here this session because one of the teachers wasn't feeling very good and had to go to the hospital. So, but when I first started working with Jerry Arnold back in the 80s, what just really impressed me like crazy with Jerry is the way her bow used to sink into the string. She used to go. And that's what you want to think about when you're playing chorus. Think about your bow really sinking into the string. Do that for me. Try that. See how that feels. Okay? 3 on the A. Set. Go. Now think about your thumb. Be really strong. Grab the string. Do it again. Set. Go. Good. Now Alicia, tell me what the difference is between the bottom part of the bow and the top part of the bow.
The bottom part is heavier than the top
That's
part.
right. So what we have to think about is tip power and getting a lot of power from the tip of the bow. And that means you need a stronger thumb when you're at the top part of the bow. Okay? So let's try that. Ready? Now, Alicia's going to grunt in a minute. I don't want her to grunt. Okay, ready, set, go. Now do it again and go to about right there. Set, go. Don't go all the way to the top. Just go almost to the top. To about right here. Okay? Set, go. Good. Now, the other thing I want you to think about is your arm under your violin. How do you know when your arm is under the violin the way you think it should be?
Huh?
Huh? Deep question here. Where, maybe I should, I told you Swahili is my language. English not very good. Okay, let me see if I can ask you that differently. Where should your arm be under the violin?
Pointing at your toes.
Oh, okay. Now, can you see your elbow or not? Should you be able to see your elbow?
No.
No. Can you see your elbow right now?
No.
Okay, good. So that means your arm's the right place. Now, does your arm ever get tight when you're playing the violin?
Kind of.
Kind of. What do you do to relax it?
Don't press as hard on the strings.
Yeah, that's right. How do you get your fingers to be really relaxed on the strings? There's something I showed you, not you, but everybody, two or three days ago. Do you remember what I did?
No.
Okay, tell me what I'm doing right now. What's this called when I do this? The fingers on top of the string, right? That's called a harmonic, right? Yeah, that's right. And see, she has a very temperamental musician over there. She just can't stand it. I don't blame her. I'm working on it. Work in progress. Okay, so you just barely put the finger into the string to get a sound. Go ahead and keep your third finger. And that gives you a sound, and that way you know your hand's really relaxed, okay? This is fantastic. I think I told some of you this, but you might not have heard it. I might not have told you this. Put your violin in rest position. About 2 months ago in Kalamazoo, Joe Silverstein, an amazing violinist. He's in his early 80s. He's still doing a lot of performing. For many years was concertmaster of the Boston Symphony. And he said a lot of us will tell our students to play with light fingers or relax your hand. But if you play a harmonic and then barely put your finger down into the string, then your hand is really relaxed. And it's a fantastic idea. He's just an amazing teacher. But you know what he said? When he was a kid, he used to do a lot of roadie etudes, which were etudes a lot of us worked on. And he said he could probably play all those etudes by memory in order if he wanted to. But he doesn't need to do that anymore. And you know what he said one of his problems with his head is? He doesn't have an erase button. And he needs an erase button so he could put something else there instead of the rotary etudes. So what, you know what he's working on? He's working on getting an erase button for his head. But he hasn't figured out how to do it yet. Okay?
What?
So put your feet in rest position and let me play a chord.